Hello and welcome to my brief tutorial on how to set up an Edublog and how to make your first post. The first place you should go is blogs.brighton.ac.uk. Just enter that into your omnibar at the top of the screen. And it will take you to a page that looks like this, University of Brighton. You can see there are some instructions how to get started. Now notice that the University of Brighton's blog network uses WordPress as a platform. That means it's kind of built on top of WordPress. But the only way to use your university username and password to log in that I've found so far is via these links on this page. I've tried logging in on edublogs.com and I've tried logging in on wordpress.com with my university username and password, and it didn't work. So this is probably the best way to get into your blog the first time. Once you are ready, you just click here to create a blog site and it will take you to a page that looks like this. This is the WordPress logo. Enter your university username and password. And press enter. It'll take you to a please wait sign. And then you can see here, this is my page. This won't be here for you if you haven't already made a blog, but I've been messing about with this for a few days now, and you can see here the blogs that I've already made. I thought I deleted this one, but it's still there, but I'm going to try and make this one again. So the site title is the title that will appear at the top of your blog. So at the top of Wikipedia it says Wikipedia, at the top of your blog it'll say something like this is my blog, and the site name will be the address that is appended to blogs.brighton.ac.uk / and then it will say the name of your blog there. So this is a little bit more technical. Not many people will use this link in its raw state, but just bear in mind that people will always be able to see it at the top of their browser unless they're using one that hides the address bar. So this is my blog. I'm going to call it Clever Blog. That will be the URL that goes at the end there. The site language can be English, United States. I've had a quick look. I can see UK English. Sad face. And there are a variety of privacy settings you can set. First one is public. That means it's open and searchable on the web. The second one is search engine blocked. That means that they will put a tag on your blog which tells search engines not to index it. This means that they won't include it in their search results when people search. For example, for Clever Blog, it shouldn't show up in Google or Bing or any search engine that you use. The second level is visitors must have a login. This just means that to view your blog, they need to log in using their University of Brighton login and password. The fourth option is that only registered users of this site can have access. This means you have to actively add users to your site before they can view your blog. This is a lot more work. I wouldn't recommend this unless you plan on doing a lot of admin on your site or having a kind of special user space where only people that you choose can go. This fifth option is for if you want to build a complicated website. You can have administrators who are working on it also, and you can all work on it together, and nobody can see it until you make it live, before you make it public or show it to everyone on the internet. The last option here is quite obvious. It's just a password option. You can put your own password on the blog, and this is quite a good option, I think. This means that you can share the link, you can have it indexed, but people won't be able to see the content unless they have the password. So if you decide you want someone to be able to see your blog, you just give them the link and your password, and they can log in and have a look at your content. But I'm just going to choose public. and click Create Site. Oh no! Clever Blog already exists. That's because I already have it there. I thought I deleted that, but I hadn't. So I'm going to call it this is my blog, and it will make a URL that looks like this: blogs.brighton.ac.uk/this is my blog. You can always visit it by putting this in your browser, in your Omnibar at the top of the browser. You can log in via the login page that we started with here. You can log in from here to log in, but I think the easiest way is to go straight to your blog once you've created it by putting this in the Omnibar. It'll take you to an automatically generated blog. The layout is based on a theme, which you can edit here. The content down the side here is generated by widgets. For example, this search box is a widget. So you can imagine widgets as kind of clever tools which can either bring information from outside your blog into your blog or help users use your blog in some way. Sorry, I've just read this. It looks like widgets can go down on this side. If you want to add a widget, you click Widgets, and there are a number of available widgets which are ready-made. There are also a number of widgets that you can buy online. For example, there is a calendar widget that you can add. You can have it as the main sidebar. And it will always show you your calendar on the side of your page. If we go back and look at your site, it should be there somewhere. There it is, down here. If you want to add other widgets, I recommend just going through, adding them, seeing what they do. You might, if you have an active YouTube account, you might want to add a YouTube widget. If you have an active Twitter account, you might want to add a Twitter feed, and so on and so forth. If you have another blog, you might want to add an RSS feed from your other blog, so you don't have to double post. So it will automatically add posts from your other blog to this blog. Now I'm going to show you how to change the themes quickly. This is the long way round. You can change the theme options here. This is how it's divided up. At the moment, you can see that it's 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, and a header. This is the header area divided by a picture, and then 1, 2, 3 columns. If you change the layout, then one of the columns will disappear, or you can have no columns if you so wish. I took that column out because it wasn't doing anything at that time. If you don't like the colors or the layout entirely, you can go and choose a different theme. Here are all the themes. I think some of them you have to pay for, some are free. One of the easiest ways to find out which ones are free are by searching for the most popular. So just to give you an idea of the kind of difference it can make, this is a very different looking theme. Here is a live preview, so it doesn't change your blog, you can just see it. And decide whether you like it. I don't like that very much, but we'll use it for now. You don't have to save and activate. If you don't like it, you can always press the exit bar button. Now, let's go to our dashboard. This is my blog, is the name of my blog. Here are the other blogs that I've made. But if you want to switch between them, this is the best way to do it. But let's focus on this one. Dashboard is the main way of controlling the layout and information in your blog. This is behind the scenes. This is your dashboard. Here's like some basic information. Here's your account information. Here's some of your activity. My activity is nothing really. This is the automatic blog post that they've added. Now we're going to add a new post. I always think the best way to blog is to draft everything in Google Docs. That's just my preference. You can use any of them, any of the word editors you like, word processing software, but the advantage of Drive is that it's everywhere at all times. Of course, now Word also has some kind of cloud plugin, but it's not as integrated as I would like. So I wrote this about a conference I did the other day. I went to the other day. So here is the title. Just post this in the title. Of course, if you're happy with the limited features of the basic text editor, then you can type directly into here. If you're going to make a short post, then this is ideal. I'm just copying and pasting. I don't really like how the layouts come out, so I'm going to remove these extra spaces, because they've added a 1.5, and I dropped my mouse, a 1.5 spaces between paragraphs, and I'm going to make this bold. I'm using the hotkeys. Of course, you can just highlight it and press bold if you want, just like a normal word processing software. You can see here that the link that I had already made in my draft has been copied over too. So copying and pasting, there is really no limitation, and there is an advantage that you have an easily indexed archive of all your content on Drive. If you wanted to add a picture, you could click here. You can drop files from your desktop. You can select using the browser button. You can also insert from a URL if you have pictures posted online, or you can insert an embed code. This is useful if you want to insert a playlist or a gadget, like a kind of game or something, into the post itself. You can preview what your blog's post is going to look like. I'm quite happy with that. So just close the window, and then, because I'm quite happy with it, if you want to go away and come back, you can save a draft. Here are the status. At the moment it's a draft because I haven't clicked publish. I can always edit it after I've published it, but people will be able to see it in its unedited, in its draft state, if you plan to work that way. If you save as a draft, they won't be able to see it. If I click publish now, anyone in the internet will be able to see it. You can change this here on individual blog posts, and you can publish immediately, or you can schedule a publish date. For example, many people say the best time to publish new content is Thursday, if you're interested in that kind of social network publicity type things. Click publish, and then enjoy looking at your new post. You can visit your site, look at it from the outside. This is the outside view. Now, I'm not going to leave it like this because I don't particularly like the theme. So I'm just going to change the theme to something a little bit more serious. So I go to, this is my blog, themes, and let's make it look like a blackboard. Go back to visit my site. Very simple layout. a little bit 90s, I think, but that's how to set up an Edublog and make your first post. Let me know if you'd like to see any other videos on how to do specific things in Edublogs, and enjoy blogging.